Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is your boy Blackout. This is the Blackout Sim Gaming TV. Good morning. It's the Blackout Sim Gaming morning games. The Blackout Sim Gaming TV morning show. I'm gonna try to get one in real fast. Gotta go to work today, so I'm only gonna be on for a few minutes. So this will be a part one, going and picking up the load and driving a little bit. Probably only be on for a few minutes and do a part two later on tonight. Hopefully trying to finish it up for the drop off, depending on how long it's going to take for me to get there. But this actual session is about how did I get started? So the first one was about getting to know me. So I talked about who I was and everything and how I got started in driving. Again, I'm not a truck driver. I aspire to be that. I drive bus for a living. So, um, yeah. So this is how I got started in playing ATS. So here we go. We're playing American Truck Simulator. It's now dark in the game. It's 2:37 in the morning. Yesterday we dropped off in San Diego, so that's where we are right now, San Diego, California. Uh, After each load, um, I typically go and get gas and then go to sleep, prepare to go and pick me another load for the next trip. Um, so that's what we're about to do. Now, typically when I'm just playing by myself, I go ahead and go get gas, go to sleep, pick my other load, and then pause the game and then start it back over. But I wanted to do this with you guys, so we're gonna go on here and we're gonna go and find us a uh, a load. So again, we're near San Diego, so let's see what we can find. This one is paying 258,000 right here. That's out of Santa Cruz, so that's pretty far. Don't think that we might not be able to wait. We would travel a long distance to get up there. I wish it was a way for it to tell you how long it would be, unless I don't know how to read the game. But how long would it take for me to get there so that it tell me before I have to click all the way into it and then realize that see, it's doing it again. Let me check and see because I got another error. See, it's doing it again. So maybe I'm gonna try to see. Hopefully I'm gonna see if it is still keep recording. I don't know what the error is. Um, but I'm gonna try to see if it keeps going. Maybe I'm still. Well, it sound like I'm still on here. I don't know what the error was, so maybe now it's gone. So, anyways, so yeah, I just wish that it would tell me how long it'll take for me to get from there to there without me clicking into it. But I don't think that I can get. I want to drive all the way up there and then turn around and get the load. Now this is coming from San Diego, but again, it just seemed like there's a lot of dynamite ones that pay the most money. So, but yeah, since we right here, we're going all the way over to Louisiana. So we'll go ahead and take that because it's like 3 hours. We already in San Diego. So we're gonna go ahead and take this here load and go all the way over to Louisiana. So we already fueled up. We done got our sleep at 60 degrees outside. We're just gonna crack the window just to bring in a little bit of that air. And 240, we gonna hit the road. Let's see how we can get up out of here without hitting anything. All right, no traffic's coming.
Get ready to turn left.
How you doing, driver?
Turn left.
So, all right, let's get this combo started. So, I probably could turn my surround sound down just a tad.
Turn left.
All right, so I can't really tell you how long I've been playing the game. I just know it's been a very, 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 very long time. Uh, to where the graphics was really horrible and you just couldn't recognize anything. So it was just like some, random buildings and stuff. And here we on 69, and I'm like, now I know 69 runs through where I stay. This don't look like anything that I recognize. And so when I started playing, I had a very, very small, like you see, I have the Boza wheel right now, but this wheel was like really, really tiny. And it had the gear shifter was on the actual thing with the steering wheel. And yeah, it was like plastic. There wasn't no real good wheels out back in the day. So it was plastic, and that's what I used. You only had two pedals, so it was more of the gear shifter was, I think, what they call a sequential shifter, where you push up to get to the other gears, down to bring them down gears. Don't think you had a range up or range down. You definitely didn't have a splitter or none of that. And that's what I had back in the day. When you went through places probably like Arizona and places like that, you had I remember seeing deer that ran across the highway when you was driving. I can't think of what those like things that be in the desert and they blow across. Them used to blow across the highway. They used to try to hit them. They don't do no damage to your vehicle. But I see that that's not in the game anymore. So hopefully they eventually, put that back into the game. But yeah, that's how I got started. And I played and enjoyed it. Now, back in the day, I could not play the game unless I played over top. I could not play like this. And I could only play, and I kept having to move the camera around just to see and stuff like that. And again, there's a lot of drivers who play like that now, and that's how I had to play. And so there's a couple of times where I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to go in here and try to drive from the inside and just use my mirrors. And then I fell in love with it. Because, I mean, again, if I was driving in real life, I could not have a camera that I was watching to help me drive my vehicle from over top. I would have to be sitting in the seat, driving that vehicle. So that's how I started driving and learned how to do it. Yeah. So this is going to be a very short one, but yeah, I started playing a long, long time ago on a regular computer or regular laptop, and the like I said, the graphics was very horrible. This was in the first, very, very first beginning. Um, so yeah, it was like I said, the very, very first beginning of my ATS driving career. I think the very first game I started playing actually was the flight simulator game before I ran into this one because I again aspirated to be a pilot as well. So um, I started playing that, and if you don't know how to fly a plane, there ain't no directions, or it wasn't no directions when I first got that. And then I ran into this, and again, this is driving, and so that's what I do for a living. Which again, since I drive a bus, um, I didn't have a trailer to pull, so everything was behind me. So but yeah, that's how I got started. Again, it has been at least 10 or more years. And then as it started getting better, I got a gaming laptop. And the gaming laptop, I started playing Grand Theft Auto um, as a cop. So LSPDFR is the game I started playing. And then I got back into playing the trucking game and bought a better steering wheel with a gear shifter, and that was the Logitech one for the Xbox is the one that I used to play the game, and I liked that one because that wheel seemed a lot bigger than uh, the other wheels that were out there. And I'm like, okay. And then it'll work for the Xbox and it will work for the PC. So I liked that. So there was games I had on the Xbox, and I'm like, that's cool because then I can just use it for both. And damn, I'm way off. So I could use it for both. And so that's what I started using to when I started back driving on the game again. And so then I drove and drove and drove, and I had it downstairs, and I had it hooked to like a 4-foot table, and I would had it hooked to that, and I had this gear shifter on there, and I think it was the TH8, I think is what it was called. And again, that don't have a range and splitter thing on it, so I had to use the buttons from the steering wheel to range up and split and all of that stuff. But I played it, had company come over, and I'm driving a truck in front of people, and you know, people they sitting and watching me play, and they like, how you do that? I was driving, and then one day I got hacked, and somebody hacked in and stole my account. So every time I went in on Steam to try to play, I got kicked out. Then I wasn't able to get in at all. So every time I would try to get into it, I just couldn't get in. So I just got frustrated and left it alone. And I went back to playing GTA. And with GTA, I mean, or the LSPDFR, you have to buy the game. So I don't understand why Rockstar was doing that, because you still had to pay money to have their game, but they would update it and cause you to have to lose all the mods that you put in there to uninstall the game, to reinstall the game. And I hated that with a passion. And so uh, I just got tired of that, and I started watching videos, and started watching. Now I'm starting watching SimSima uh, play the game, and then Armstrong. Those are two that I started watching play the game, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get back into trying to play this. So I took my laptop up to Best Buy, and I'm like, hey, I think I might have a virus. This was going on, and the dude was like, nah, this is what I think it is. And he told me to sign in, to put the Steam app on my phone, and do the 2 things of authentication. And that's what I did. And I went home and I tried it. It let me in the game, so it automatically kicked that person out, because now they have to, if somebody try to sign in, it's going to notify me. And I had to go through, and one thing I hated is I had to delete my profile, and I had built it up and had employees and trucks and everything, and they had got rid of all of my employees. All of my trucks was gone. They made me a ton load of money, but everything was gone. So I said, you know what, instead of trying to go off of what they built, because they got rid of what I started, I just said, you know what, I'll just feel like I can just go up here and turn right and see if somebody let me in, instead of trying to fight this traffic, because they ain't gonna let me out over there, but I do need to get over. So yeah, hopefully somebody let me turn. So yeah, that's one thing I will say. I enjoy increasing the traffic, but this is where you had these traffic jams and trying to get through. So hopefully somebody will let me in. But yeah, I started back playing the game and everything, and I had to start all the way over. So it took me a minute to I have to try to go down here and turn around. I don't want to do that. Hopefully somebody let me in here, but yeah, so I had to start all the way back over. And so it took me forever to get my trucks back up, to build up my profile, which is this one. It just took me forever, and I hated it with a passion, because I'm like, you know what, I gotta start all the way over because somebody, jumped in my account and stole my what's the name. And so it sucked, but that's what I had to do. Come on, somebody let me in here. I don't want to wreck, but nobody want to let me in. Come on, cop. You can let me in. Like, everybody's turning, nobody's going straight. Thank you. So yeah, I had to start all the way back over. That's why now I got some employees. Now, again, now that I'm streaming, what I will do is I'm going to keep this profile, so when I just want to play, I said I was going to do that hard economy thing, and if I do that, it's really going to take me a long time to really get me enough money up to buy my truck, because when you starting over, it takes you forever to level up, to get your money up. So y'all gonna watch me having to struggle for a long time. But again, that could be very real for somebody who wants to get into the trucking game and don't have the money to just be able to go out here and just go be able to buy, you know, what they need, so you're going to watch me go through the struggle. So I'm going to get that started. Plus I'm going to start continuing the stream and the convoys that I'm in.
Turn left.
So look like I'm seeing that there's going to be a convoy from 9 to 1 on Sunday. So I'm going to try to jump into that one with Trucking Time. And then Monstar normally starts his at 1 o'clock and normally go from like 1 to 5. So I'm going to be trying to convoy all Sunday if I can. But yeah. So go and knock out these yards so I can make this money on Saturday, so I can just chill on Sunday and convoy and stream and drive. So you might see me on here a bunch this weekend just to stream it. So, but that's it. It looked like it's already 10:30 my time, so I need to get out of here and run and go grab me some lunch so I can eat lunch, because I do gotta go to work today. So I'm gonna drive far enough to where I need to go to sleep. Oh, and shut it down.
Get ready to turn right.
And again, I'm gonna try to get on here tonight and finish up the load. Again, we on our way to Louisiana. I don't know how to speak,
Turn right.
pronounce the name of the place that we're actually going. It's like, let me try to. It's like Puma. I guess that's how you spell it, how you say it, pronounce it. I know it's in Louisiana, so that's where we're headed, to Louisiana. And so what I'll do is after this one, do 2 more loads with this truck, and I'll show it to you when we get stopped. And then I'll switch it up to another truck, try to do some different loads. But the truck I'm driving, I'll call Sunshine. She is yellow with the rims on it. So, but again, I am your boy Blackout. This is the Blackout Sim Gaming TV channel. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can keep being notified, or you can get being notified of when I'm on and streaming. You know, when I post some videos. And also, why don't you hit that like button so we can get it out to some people, and so they can bring them to my channel. Again, I want to thank the 14 subscribers that I do have that's following me right now. We are on our way over to Louisiana. In real time, it's an hour and 48 minutes. Again, I don't have that because I got to start getting ready for work. Game time, got about 31 hours. So that's over a day and so. So we're going to drive just a little bit further, and then I got to get out of here to go get something to eat so I can prepare for my real, my real job. 4:58 in the morning over here in Cali. On our way leaving San Diego, heading to Louisiana. So it looked like we are having to go through Arizona, Mexico, Texas, travel on the bottom part of the USA. I better slow it down because the speed limit is only 55, and I don't want no tickets. But it can help me get out of Cali fast if I keep going. But I try to play it realistic. Ooh, had to get up that hill, boy. Now I gotta slow it back down. Now the crazy part in getting in to this part of California, Arizona, it's hard for you to run into a gas station. You might run into some rest areas, but come on, man. It says slow trucks get over to the right. Slowing me down, buddy. So again, I try to go to sleep between 1 and 3 hours left. Try to find somewhere to sleep at, because again, like I said, in places like this, it's hard to find somewhere to sleep or get gas. So I try to make that my pivotal point to look at. It does look like we're coming up to a spot up here, so might be safe. Sorry, this one is real short in the beginning, so I will come back tonight and do a part 2. But I gotta go out here and get ready for work. Gotta pay the bills. But I love that. I love that sunrise, man. But I know that there's some graphics out there that I want to try out, like that JDC, but I love that sunshine coming. But it's a gas station here up to my right, so I get off the exit and go over there, get that gas, and go to sleep. And like I said, we will finish our route out from here later tonight. Well, at El Centro. our gas pump.
When possible, make a U-turn. When possible, make a U-turn.
So although I'm going to be driving at night by the time we're done. Since it's 6, almost 7 o'clock in the morning, you got to be asleep. All right. Let's find us a parking spot. All righty. So yeah, this is going to be it for part 1. When I come back later on tonight, we will finish it on out. Again, we're heading up to Louisiana. I think it's called Houma. Could be wrong. Heading to do our drop off at Newmont. Got about 1,500 miles left. Real time left. We got an hour and 40 minutes. So I probably should be able to knock that out tonight and be able to get some rest. Same time, we got about 29 hours. So just over a day and 5 hours or so. Got a chance to make $224,000. And again, somebody may say that, that's unrealistic. So, but for the game, that's what they got set up. Unless you do the realistic economy. So I think that's what it's called. So that's what the plan is going to be, is to do that. And yeah, so I will see you guys later. I am your boy Blackout Sim Gaming, your boy Blackout. And I will check you out with part 2 later on tonight. See you.